this could potentially make arrows obsolete. And now I know that's a bold claim because I love my arrows, but what if I told you this long-range weapon is unbreakable and absolutely one of the most destructive weapons you could make on Zelda Tears of the Kingdom? Now this is quickly becoming one of my favorite weapons to use, and considering we just found out how to duplicate the MsgNotFound Master Sword, this would definitely serve as a good addition to your Master Sword arsenal. Before we continue, if you haven't learned how to duplicate the Master Sword, this particular video will have chapters and I'll put a tutorial towards the end of this video. I also already have a video created on it and you guys are welcome to check that out. I'll leave a link for that in the description below. Alright y'all, in order to create this effect, you're gonna need a Zonai cannon. And throughout all my time playing Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, I have yet to come across a dispenser that offered me a cannon. If you guys know which dispenser offers a cannon, please let me know in the comments. But I did come across this cannon while I was exploring a cave. I instantly thought I have to fuse this to my Master Sword. First, you want to make sure that you have a Master Sword MsgNotFound, and I'm in version 1.1.2. I got this MsgNotFound Master Sword in a previous version of the game. Unfortunately, there is no current way to glitch the MsgNotFound Master Sword in version 1.1.2. Not only do you need a Master Sword, you also need another weapon with nothing fused on it. You'll go into your fuse option, but we're not going to fuse anything just yet. Just be sure to maintain a connection, and then we'll press the plus button to bring up our inventory. You're going to drop the MsgNotFound Master Sword and you're going to equip another weapon with nothing fused on it. You're then going to press B, then Y. The timing should be something like BY. If you've done this correctly, you should see the fuse animation take place, but as you see, there's nothing fused to your weapon. You're now going to pick up your Master Sword, then press right on the D-pad to bring up your weapons. Slide on over to the Master Sword you just picked up, and as you see, you successfully fused the cannon to your Master Sword. And with that, you created one of the most unbreakable, destructive weapons in the game. I personally believe this weapon is best for long range attack, as you will take damage if the explosions are too close to you. Now, as promised in the beginning of the video, we're going to move on to the next segment, which is learning how to duplicate the Master Sword. We're about to walk you through this step by step, so lock in. I'm super excited to share this with y'all. We have to give credit where credit is due. The YouTube channel that goes by the name of Soulstar was following one of our tutorials here on the channel about transferring weapon stats and upgrade buffs, and he says during that process is how he found out how to duplicate the Master Sword. There ain't nothing to it but to do it. In this first step, you're going to take the MsgNotFound Master Sword along with another weapon that has nothing fused to it and drop them on the ground. In this next step, you're going to go into your fuse option and you want to connect to the weapon that's not the MsgNotFound Master Sword. In this next step, you're going to press L and then ZL. And the timing between pressing L and ZL is more on the slower end than the faster end. We press L and then ZL, and if you've done this correctly, you should notice this glowing yellow light. Now you're going to be holding down L and ZL, and while holding these buttons down, you're going to mash left on your D-pad to glitch your shield selection on screen while letting go of L and ZL. While holding left on the D-pad, you're going to slide on over to a shield that has nothing fused on it. You'll notice the fuse animation take place, but it doesn't seem like anything is fused to your shield. When you check your inventory, you see that the weapon did indeed fuse to your shield. So now you're going to drop this newly fused shield and you're going to equip a new shield with nothing fused on. So now we have 3 items on the ground and we just got to pick them up in the correct order. The first item you're going to pick up is the weapon that's not the Master Sword. You're then going to pick up your shield, and lastly we're going to pick up the Master Sword. At this moment you should see the Master Sword in your hand, but when you check your inventory you see that your other weapon is equipped. We're going to drop this weapon and equip the Master Sword, and when you back out you should see a newly duplicated MsgNotFound Master Sword. Currently the only way to duplicate a MsgNotFound Master Sword. Hoping you guys have a ton of fun out there fusing different elements to different Master Swords and having them all lined up in your inventory. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful. Share your thoughts in the comments. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please consider subscribing to All City 2 for a bunch more Zelda Tears of the Kingdom tips, tricks, and walkthroughs. I'll catch you guys on the next video or live stream. Easy, y'all.